A trusted YouTuber source sent me a now deleted document that Dogpack404 publicly posted after initially releasing his very first video on MrBeast. This document outlines a bunch of new accusations against Jimmy and gives context to the ones that he's already made. Allegedly, according to the source, this was deleted shortly after Dogpack's video came out, around when it probably had 80,000 views or so. Well, since I have the whole thing, I'm going to read the entire document for you guys. And I'll also put the archive link in the description. And it gets crazy: crypto scam allegations, fake philanthropy, and even at one point, there's a section dedicated to talking about how MrBeast might be working with Satan. Now, to be very clear before I get into it, I am not the one making these accusations against MrBeast. I'm simply going to be reading the document that Dogpack404 put together and summarizing these sections one by one. And one last thing, I'm also completely aware that I'm dropping this on the same day that Dogpack404's third and final video is supposed to be dropping, so this might end up just being a summary of his final video, but if that's the case, then you're welcome for the early sneak peek, so let's get into it. Introduction. My name is Dawson. I'm a former MrBeast employee, trying to expose what I believe to be highly unethical and illegal practices at the company. This document contains evidence for part 1 of this ongoing investigation. Here is the video I made on this part of the investigation. And then he links his "I worked for MrBeast, he's a fraud" video. Why am I doing this? Money? None of this is monetized. I'm happy to make $0 off of this and then switch industries. Actually, after being let go from MrBeast, I was immediately hired by one of Jimmy's friends at the same rate. I stopped working for him by choice on the 19th of July, 5 days ago at the time of writing. So I'm actually losing money to do this. Clout? I've been in this industry for 10 years. I started as an on-camera personality, but switched to being behind the scenes and have enjoyed that life more. I've worked with big influencers, but always avoided the camera like the plague. I have no active personal social media, so I don't think I'm motivated by clout. I'm not responding to DMs or inquiries from the media, opting instead for Reddit AMAs, since they aren't monetized and everything is permanent in writing. And then he attaches a link to his Reddit AMA he made on July 22nd, just about a month ago. There will be a link to this in the description if you want to read some of it yourself. The document continues, "My reason for doing this is that I believe MrBeast is a corrupt organization that is bad for humanity, despite their glowing public image. I've been consistent before I got hired that I believe children use YouTube as a form of play, the evolved way to learn and practice skills for later life. I've studied play at length, and I would consider myself a first-generation iPad kid, so I understand firsthand the role content can play in a person's development. So I was often appalled when higher-ups at the company would talk about sophisticated ways to exploit children's psychological development for their own gain, while disregarding the well-being of those children. Recently, grooming allegations came out against MrBeast's co-star Chris Tyson." And then he attaches a link to a BBC article written on July 24th, 2024 with the headline, "MrBeast's co-host quits after grooming allegations." Of course, I'm sure by this point you all have followed the Chris allegations. If you have no idea what's going on, I have videos on my channel. They're up on screen now, and I'll also put them in the description. But the document continues, "I believe the company was aware of evidence against Chris Tyson long before these accusations came out, and they chose to protect her and try to cover up the evidence for a long time. MrBeast's secret formula. 1. Condition the viewer to see MrBeast as a trusted authority. 2. Show the viewer that loyal followers are given big rewards by MrBeast. 3. Call on the viewer to act and promise big rewards in return." And then he attaches an image that says, "The 3 major types of behavioral learning. 1. Classical conditioning. A neutral stimulus is associated with a natural response. 2. Observational learning. Learning occurs through observation and imitation of others. And 3. Operant conditioning. A response is increased or decreased due to reinforcement or punishments." And then he posts a link to a MrBeast 2 video, which is "I paid a lie detector to investigate my friends," and it timestamps it to the whole section with MrBeast linked up to the lie detector. And I'll just play part of it for you guys.
All right, hey, I'm gonna give you a softball, all right? Have you ever faked a video?
No. True.
That was an easy one.
And then Dogpack captions this. He never lies. He then attaches a now unlisted video on MrBeast's channel, which is a 20-second clip from his marathon in large shoes video titled, "Are you subscribed?" And I'll just play the video for you guys.
You said you're subscribed to me? Yeah. Prove it. As you can see here, he is subscribed. Here's some money.
Oh my God.
Are you guys subscribed? No. No? Oh, darn. Okay, I'm gonna get back to my marathon. Hit that subscribe button because you might bump into me in real life and it might make you a lot of money. Is he subscribed? You are subscribed. Here's some money. Have a good day.
Oh my God, no! No! Thank you!
And then he attaches a link with the caption, "Exploring the influences of YouTubers on adolescents' identity." And the link sends you to a document with the title, "The YouTube Effect on Adolescents. Exploring the Influences of YouTubers on Adolescents' Identity Construction." And it's basically a research article on how YouTube affects kids. I'm not going to read the entire thing. It's like 17 pages, but again, it'll be linked in the description if you want. Fake videos. And then Dogpack attaches images of MrBeast's videos. He did show this in his first part where he shows the train, which he claims is CGI, the bus wheels, which he claims are CGI, the obviously fake explosion, etc. And then he says, "This video used tons of deceptive CGI, but Jimmy denied it on Twitter." Then he attaches more images like the thumbnail for the world's most dangerous trap, an image of Mac Hopkins being a YouTube editor and probably trying to, show that he's an employee at MrBeast, and then a picture of XQC watching a video with the caption on it, "I don't know how I'd even fake that if I wanted to, lol." And then he continues with his document. This video also used terrible CGI. The, quote, contestant is Mac Hopkins, former editor for Iraq, and he links to a video by Soggy Cereal with the title, "Iraq, Lying, Doxing, and Fake Donations." This will also be linked in the description, but it's essentially, as the title suggests, an exposed video on Iraq.
They finally take off and land in the angle.
We did it.
The angle! The angle! And instantly our selfless heroes start talking about how they're going to be spending all of this money and selflessly support the struggling and bankrupting family businesses in the angle.
Now that we admitted to the angle, as I had previously mentioned, the goal was to empty the entire Iraq bank account in order to give back to the lack of tourism in the angle. So we had a lot of work to do.
So first of all, they paid a few $1,000s for these extremely nice cabins. Wait a second. Those cabins over there? Well, remember what they look like. These look like the same cabins as where they assembled the ice bikes. These are the exact same cabins in the same exact resort as where they assembled the ice bikes, called the Sportsman Lodge Resort, which isn't located in the angle, but in Wheeler's Point, Baudette, a town 200,000 feet away from the angle. Yeah, Eric, I know about the Sportsman Lodge Resort. You sweating yet?
But the document continues. Now he is a secret employee at MrBeast. Allegedly, he was an employee during this video. I've also heard rumors that this was part of his compensation, however, that seems speculative to me. Many actions/lines were scripted. Same with all the other Mac videos. Note Mac's involvement in faking videos with Iraq. Also doxing and bullying a pilot and lying about giving $10,000 to a struggling town during COVID. Which is also all stuff mentioned in the video that we just looked at. They essentially also name dropped the pilot that was mentioned in the video when he asked to remain completely anonymous. They bullied the pilot, just made fun of him, dropped his name. And since being a pilot is such a rare job at the area that they were at, it was extremely easy to find information on him with just looking up his first name. Then the document continues with more images of MrBeast's videos and thumbnails, like I survived 7 days in an abandoned city. And again, he showed this in his video, but like showing the buildings that don't really exist. And the apparent abandoned city, which was just like 20 minutes away from an airport. Also claiming that these 7 days were not consecutive. And then attaching the age 1 through 100 part where you have 42 and 58 with their entire beef and feud that they had. And the document goes on to say, the infamous 42 and 58 revenge storyline was mostly fabricated. 58 actually just didn't hear 42. 58's wink here was added in post. Many voice lines were added in post. There's a voiceover booth in the studio. Multiple shots reveal that timers have been edited in post to make results look closer than they actually are in reality. Notice the timer in this clip. MrBeast edited the same scene after uploading it to hide the mistake. Same thing here. Then showing another editing mistake that MrBeast left in post where he showed the real timer set at 22 minutes and 41 seconds, but he was pretending it was like the last 30 seconds of the competition or something like that. Also, the time indicator during this ad read is manipulated in a deceptive way. And then he shows the video here.
But I like to put a little progress bar on the bottom of the screen that kind of tracks as the sponsor is going, so you know how much is left of the sponsor, you know kind of if you plan to skip ahead, which you have the right to do, when the ad will be over. And I noticed that this video has that, but let's watch the progress bar as it goes.
I want to tell you guys about
Here comes the ad. Whoa, we're flying through this ad. Look at that. We're absolutely zooming through this sponsor right now. We're only like 5 seconds in. As we continue to go on, now we're about, I don't know, 20 seconds in. This bar, kind of coming to a screeching halt. It's not really going super fast anymore. That's weird. Jimmy, what the hell is this, man? So weird. It's such a weird, misleading thing to do. It's like I want to trick people into thinking that the ad is going to be really quick. It's going to be like 10 seconds and we'll be done. Don't worry about skipping forward. But it's such a lie. I mean, this is a lie, right? That's just so weird. I'm sure it's, you know, there's no legal reason that you can't do that, but I watched that and I was like, yeah, it made me feel gross. I don't know.
Then he attaches some more images of the 100 boys versus 100 girls for $500,000 video. Here are those images. And again, this is something he talked about where he claims multiple female MrBeast employees can be seen competing in this boys versus girls challenge. Although this was not disclosed in the video, allegedly due to several female workers getting out early, the production team took steps to get more boys out, ultimately rigging the results so the girls' team won. It is a common practice at MrBeast to include employees, friends, or family in the competitions without disclosing it, often referring to them as contestants or random subscribers. Then he attaches a link to his extreme $1 million hide-and-seek video, where of course this is the Rosanna Panzino accusation, and he continues the document saying, in this YouTube Originals influencer hide-and-seek video, MrBeast was accused of deceptively editing Rosanna Panzino and Quackity out of the top 3, favoring Logan Paul, and when directly accused in DMs by Rosanna, Jimmy did not deny the claims. Attaching the DMs between Rosanna and Jimmy, and it starts off with Jimmy saying, obviously I wasn't trying to make you look bad, just give me a time we can chat. I'm not mad or anything, just want to help. And Rosanna responds, why did you lie? Why did you say in the video that you found Logan literally 1 minute before Zach? I outlasted Logan and was proud of what I accomplished. It actually built some confidence in myself that wasn't there before. And Jimmy responded, I don't know, been a while. Let's call and figure it out. And Rosanna said, I'll give you some time to look into it and remember, and then we can discuss. I'm more than happy to review all the raw footage to help show the timeline of events. Feel free to send it over to my team. And then he attaches the Time article that also covered this. And then Dogpack attaches the thumbnail to his 50 YouTubers fight for $1 million video. He then attaches a link to a clipped up Ludwig stream where Ludwig was reviewing this video. And I'll show some parts of it right now. I'll just play it for you guys.
I have a conspiracy theory, or maybe I should say I had a conspiracy theory, that this competition in some way was rigged for Logan Paul. I'll explain. I told you guys earlier, 48 of the 50 people rode to the site together on a bus. 2 of the people who didn't were Logan Paul and KSI. They were already at the building, which I found weird. All right? Now, for this first challenge, he knew that it was basketball. I don't know how he knew. He might have got it from a guard. But all the contestants, there started to be whispers that the first challenge was basketball related. Logan knew that. All right? I thought that was weird that he knew that. And that now everyone else knew that it was basketball related. Okay? It continues. When there was the Squid Game challenge, he walked up to this group after, I believe her name is Lexi Rivera, said to, I think, Ray and someone else. I forget exactly who's in this group. She said, I want to leave. Give me the umbrella. Lexi Rivera said that. Logan joined the group after that was said. All right? I've heard whispers that this is what happened. Okay? So he knew. This is before, by the way, we knew it was Squid Game.
Bro, how'd you end up with Nick?
Yeah, that is a good question. Jimmy, how did he end up with Nick?
He said it.
That's crazy. Score.
29.
Wait. One time for the one time, please. It's been so long.
Wait, you just left.
There are 2 universes here. Now, the first one is a bright, happy, positive universe. All right, in this universe, I believe that Logan Paul, because of the set change, because it felt like a very different room with all the food and the different flooring, and because the desk was on the red line, and because Speed was smashing plates after every single time, genuinely forgot about the box and ran out with the idea of smashing the plate. And then he just didn't know, and then he got eliminated because of it. That's one universe. We can be in that universe. That's a totally functional universe. It was an accident. That's one universe, okay? But there's also another universe. And that's the universe where Logan Paul, after people like myself and others called him out for knowing information about this contest, for it being rigged in his favor, and for his optical awareness of what it would look like to the viewer if he teamed up with Nick DiGiovanni to move on, thought, well, hey, I don't want to win this contest. What if I exit in the most dramatic moment possible by walking out to accidentally smash this plate? So when the contest was all over, I asked Logan straight up. I said, fucking man to man, did you walk out on purpose? And I almost asked him, I made that a little dramatic. I almost just asked him casually. I said, Logan, did you walk out on purpose on our accident? I didn't know if the people who were in that room before me were really pressuring him. Bro, I swear to God, Logan looks at me. He goes, I swear on my unborn daughter's life, it was an accident. I stopped talking to him because I was like, oh, okay, Jesus Christ.
Then he attaches another link where it says, in Gideon's vlog, it is confirmed that at least KSI had prior knowledges of one of the challenges. Personally, I believe he is telling a half the truth here. And I'll just play that clip for you guys right now.
I'm intrigued as to what some of the challenges are. I know what one of them is. What? Our biggest fan for all of us. And they're going to come out. And then Jimmy's gonna be like, if you can make this free throw, you give your fan gets a saboteur. But if you miss, you out.
I'm gonna be like, no saboteur for you, buddy. Sorry, bro.
Go home.
My bad, bro.
I'm gonna pay anyway. Bro.
It's great seeing you, man.
See you later.
And then he attaches another link where he says, Logan Paul also clearly acts in a way that would indicate he has knowledge, but is trying to pretend that he does not. Like when he instantly folds on, I don't think we should team up. Or when he is overly vocal about the fact that he doesn't know this challenge was a cooking challenge. Is it an escape room? I would bet my life savings that he knew. And here's the clips to that.
It's now time for the 5th challenge. I once again need you all to pair up into groups of 2.
I don't think we should team up unless you want
I feel like this time it might be team, so.
I'd be willing to if you want to take the risk. I'm down.
This challenge takes a minute to set up, so we need to blindfold all of you.
What's going in front of me?
Don't touch it. Please don't touch
it. Touch what? Touch what? What if they're putting us in a box and it's like an escape room? Escape room.
I think it's good we paired up. This is good, I think.
Do you like escape rooms?
I love it. Me and my girlfriend go all the time.
No way, I love escape rooms too.
What if
there's like a fence or something?
This room is being
hey bro, I lean to my left.
No.
There is something hard.
No.
I think we're inside of something.
No.
I think we're in some sort of box.
Oh God.
Oh bro, it's heavy too. Oh, it's a table, bro.
Are you touching stuff?
Yeah, I'm touching it, bro.
I feel like you're not allowed to touch
Yeah,
stuff.
bro, but what? I mean, you know, I got hands. Bro. There's an oven in front of me. It feels like with like knobs and yeah.
I think it's cooking?
Yes, I do think it's cooking.
He continues, perhaps MrBeast has some unannounced association with Prime, so he is financially incentivized to boost Logan Paul and KSI's brand. I'm not sure. Then he attaches a image of the 7 days stranded at sea, where we can see the part where they weren't sleeping, and it says, during the day 5 storm in this video for a few frames at the end of the time lapse before a hard cut, we can see no one is in the shelter. Allegedly, they slept on a nearby production boat. Then the 10-minute real-time video he made, where he says, the intro in this real-time video is clearly sped up and the timer is added in post. At 5:22, the contestant can be seen touching a laser. This should mean losing the challenge. Illegal lotteries. Now it's talking about illegal lotteries where he says, the laws. And then he links a screenshot which says lottery defined. A lottery is any scheme that contains all 3 of the following elements and is by definition illegal. A distribution of a prize, determined by chance, to a person who pays consideration. This is also something he originally covered. Then he attaches 2 links, a fake prize in sweepstakes and lottery scams link, and a consumer's guide to sweepstakes and lotteries. And then he shows the live streams, like the $40 million shirt signing live stream from August 2020. If you buy this shirt, I'll sign it. Then attaching an image of his giveaways spreadsheet to show how much profit he made. over $1.6 million. This is the full spreadsheet that he showed in his video. Then the second live stream, if you buy this shirt, you could win $1 million, which is lost media, according to this document. And the document continues with some links to threads, where the first one is the event MrBeast is hosting right now an illegal lottery? On legal advice off topic. And then he links a YouTube link to the video and says, the title is what makes this questionable. If you buy this shirt, you could win $1 million. He's also giving away intermittent smaller prizes for buying a shirt. And this was posted 4 years ago. And another post on the MrBeast subreddit with the title, where are the terms of this live stream contest / sweepstakes? And it goes on to say, so I'm sure most people here are not versed in the laws of the US, but there is legal precedence to say that what MrBeast is doing right now is illegal in the US because it is an illegal lottery and not a proper sweepstakes. And then he shows the laws that apply, which, you know, a lot of people have covered, and continues, I've been watching this stream for a while, and to be honest, it's completely disingenuous to sit there and tell people to buy a shirt that's 40 friggin' bucks for a chance when that is illegal in the US. And this was posted 4 years ago on November 1st, 2020. I'd also love to know how they are actually randomly selecting people in chat, because it should not be based on the amount of times people are speaking in chat either, as they didn't make clear that each interaction is a chance for winning. This live stream is a point in case of how to do an illegal lottery, which is not legal in any US state. For sweepstakes, there needs to be terms and conditions which are nowhere at all, and there needs to be a specific and defined way to enter the sweepstakes without a purchase. It's not been defined at any point of the live stream. I love MrBeast and what he does, but he needs to be a bit more careful about the way he's giving it away, and maybe hire a lawyer to look into this stuff. P.S. The Tesla specifically needing a purchase for a chance is also an illegal lottery. You can't give away a prize and force people to buy a chance to get it. It's illegal in the US. And some comments by this guy to just give more context to this video. Someone says, you can win stuff by just commenting in the chat. That's how you enter without making a purchase. And he replies, not for everything though. Some things are being given away only to people who purchased merch. At one point, they gave away a handful of iPhones to people who bought shirts. He also seems to be giving away a Tesla that requires purchase to have a chance to win. And back to the document, he links another Reddit post that is with the title, Illegal Sweepstakes? MrBeast's YouTube channel claiming a purchase is necessary to enter a sweepstake for clearly presented gambling prizes. And this was posted on Patent Law 4 years ago, where the poster says, I hope this is a correct place to ask. Otherwise, please refer me elsewhere. But I am personally tired of my children begging to buy the merch from the YouTube channel MrBeast solely because they believe they will have a chance to meet him or at least win a MacBook or PlayStation console from him. What MrBeast is doing on his current live stream breaks all laws on minor gambling laws. On top of that, I believe it is illegal to offer prizes with luck involved without a method to enter the sweepstakes without making a purchase. Mail-ins for McDonald's Monopoly game, for example. I am in no way an expert or a lawyer, just a concerned parent who is afraid that millions of viewers are currently being scammed by buying products solely to gamble and win their obviously presented prizes. And then he attaches another post on the MrBeast subreddit, posted November 13th, 2020, with the title, No Money? And the post says, hey, so I was a part of your live signing shirt event. It was awesome. I ordered one shirt size large. There was only 2 reasons I made such a big purchase for your shirt. First, I love you guys and all your positivity, always giving back to people in need. Second, because it was a gamble. It's been hard times for my family, and everyone for that matter. During the live signing, it was stated that everyone that ordered will receive cash. During it, Carl was putting random amounts of cash on shirts and said all shirts will get cash. And you can only get the shirts while the live was still going. I got my package today and was so happy with the shirts and loved the sticker, but there was no cash like it said it would. And the poster continues in the replies where someone says, I didn't hear they would give money to all of them. And someone replied, it was if you ordered at the time they were putting money in the shirts on the live. And the poster says, I ordered at this time and didn't receive money. And someone replies, I ordered 4 times and 3 shirts so far and no money, no prize. At the time they were saying this. And the poster says, oh, no way, praying for your last time to have money in it. And the guy replies again, yeah, kind of getting really disappointed. And then he attaches another Reddit post, which is just deleted by the user. But if I had to guess based on the context, I don't know if this is true or not. This is just me speculating, but there does seem to be the official MrBeast staff Reddit and the replies, replying to people in the comments. So I'm assuming that this is a post made by the MrBeast staff account. And there's various comments on screen right now. I'm just showing you them. If you want to pause to read the replies or the threads, feel free. But it continues with another post, this one also being deleted by the user 4 years ago, which absolutely also seems to be about the whole illegal lottery stuff, of course, with lots of comments expressing that they felt the same way, that the thread was really insightful. A lot of people seemingly very disappointed. One person saying, I watched the whole stream as well. One thing I didn't like is that you had to buy a large t-shirt to have a chance to win the prizes during the stream. Every single shirt they signed and gave with the prizes were large sizes. I bought medium shirts, so I had zero chance at that. Supposedly, I only had a shot at the Tesla in the 30-minute time frame when they were giving away a ticket. They also miscounted how many people won the tickets to the $1 million video. On 9/25, it was supposed to be the 9th ticket, but they suddenly said it was the 12th. Between 6.5 and 7 hours, the one Navy guy couldn't make it. So it still doesn't make sense to me that that's the 12th one. They also didn't do ticket giveaways for early in the morning and waited until they got more viewers. I bought one shirt right after he announced the stream yesterday and one during the end. Probably won't buy again. Also, he said that he wasn't going to sign any more shirts and do something like this ever again in the last t-shirt stream, but now he has. Also, he said he would never sell anymore after the stream, but kept it open for a few more hours. I also calculated he sold 138,000 between 8 p.m. October 31st and November 31st, 11 to 12 p.m. to 200,000 shirts or more by subtracting order numbers. So that's between $6 to $10 million in revenue. In conclusion, you probably won't win, but at least there will probably be another chance at a Mr. Tyler Beast signature. And other people saying things like, what he did is called an illegal lottery. It's not legal in any capacity. The sales tactics were slimy, deceitful, and egregious. These types of things are supposed to have legalese in them to protect everyone, but he had nothing. Someone needs to hold him accountable for duping his viewers, whether intentional or not. And someone replies, I've asked PayPal for a refund on my shirt after seeing someone else signing MB. My purchase was specifically for a MrBeast signed shirt. Very disappointing. And finally, he attaches a link to a Twitter post where someone by the name of Cody posted in April 2023 and said, MrBeast fans, please get this to Jimmy ASAP. 883 days ago, I won a MacBook Pro on the 24-hour live stream promoted on YouTube. First time watching and supporting MrBeast. However, due to the lack of communication, I was never contacted by anyone on how to collect my prize. And then he attaches an image where he says, hey guys, 416 days ago, I won a MacBook Pro on the 24-hour live stream on YouTube on October 31st, 2020 at 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 32 seconds. My name was called out to win. It was also the very first time I started watching you guys. Kind of bittersweet since I won on the first try. And attached a link to his YouTube video where it's watching the MrBeast 24-hour stream with the timestamp. Now, after this whole thing blew up, there is someone in the replies here who actually does appear to work for MrBeast. Someone by the name of Devin replied saying, at Cody, I'm Devin from MrBeast. This made it to me internally and from Reddit. I'm you MrBeast staff if you need to verify. DM me and I'll get this sorted for you ASAP. And I checked the page and this person is followed by LavaGS who did work for MrBeast. So, I mean, I'm assuming it's possible. I mean, this definitely seems like it. He's also retweeting MrBeast, retweeting people defending MrBeast. So it seems to be. But then he replied again 3 days later saying, Cody, I'm still trying to reach you to resolve your MacBook you've posted about. It seems you haven't logged in, posted, commented in over a year. I'm assuming you don't get notifications and no one on here knows you personally to contact you. Whenever you see this, contact me, please. But after doing a bit of looking into this, it seems maybe Commander OX was confused or something. Maybe they reached out to him and resolved this because someone replied on a video he posted 3 years ago about his 24-hour MrBeast livestream t-shirts. And they said, did you get your MacBook? Unfortunately, the signature is fake. Hope your MacBook is enough to compensate. Please don't let them send you a 2020 model version for $500. And he replies, I wasn't the one that was supposed to get the MacBook, but I do hope Godzilla85 gets it. So I suppose maybe Commander OX was just misinformed. I couldn't find the original video of him watching the live stream, but it did seem like they did try to reach out and resolve this, and it looks like he wasn't the one that was supposed to win. But regardless, the document continues with a picture here of the I'll put whatever you want on the moon for $10, which he also claims is lost media. I do remember watching this myself. I was watching this live stream as it happened. But then he links the CNN article that he used in his video to show that the US spacecraft was burned up and the mission failed. It did not go to the moon. Then he attaches another thumbnail where it seems to be MrBeast holding a phone with a video of himself, and the video being titled Sending Viewers Personalized Messages. And Dogpack says in his document, there were no illegal lotteries during this stream, but it was still a scam IMO. For $180, MrBeast will congratulate you on your divorce. Stream ended after 15 minutes and the website was taken down. And then he links an archive link to MrBeastVideoReply.com, which looks like this. It says like, what can I request? Special occasion, shout outs, questions. Book your personalized video today showing, that you can get one from just MrBeast or Beast and the Boys, showing Chris Tyson, Chandler, And then there's just a picture of him holding a shoe up to his head, and that's the bottom of the website. And you can open up the booking and it shows MrBeast here, and you can get a personalized message for $150 plus 30 if you want it from the Beast himself. And there's different types here: encouragements, happy birthday, pep talk, boyfriend, girlfriend, graduation, engagement, marriage, divorce, new job. I mean, yeah, they're all here. And it was only $180, I guess. I don't know if this continued, or I never really even, I don't remember this at all. But I mean, this definitely just seems like a cameo at the end of the day. At least that's how Dogpack is portraying it here. Regardless, he continues with a screenshot from Livestream 5, as he titles it. MrBeast Squid Game shirt, October 16th, 2021. Buy this shirt to be in a video. And there is a caption on the back that says 100 people that buy this shirt or hoodie will be invited to compete in my, I'm assuming this says Squid Game. Then he shows a screenshot here, which says Livestream 6, opening fan mail, opening 1,000 packages. And he continues other illegal sweepstakes, Instagram, also possibly every YouTube sweepstakes. And he links a Twitter thread from a lawyer that says, this is how MrBeast's giveaway appears to violate Instagram's TOS and might violate state laws. A quick thread. The link to this will be in the description if you want to read it, but I'm also just showing it on screen if you're really curious to pause to read. But the document continues. Selling fake autographs. And he links a Reddit post with the title, anyone else notice that Tyler signed MB along with his own initials? And this is the source for the video that he used in his own video, obviously. And yeah, I mean, you can just see it for yourself. You've probably seen this a million times if you've been watching MrBeast Exposed videos, but here's where he got it from. This is posted 4 years ago. Feastables, the diabetes lottery. And he posts a few images here of MrBeast's tweets. One saying, and while you're at it, if you want, maybe move some Hershey's bars and make sure Feastables has plenty of space. I wouldn't complain. And another tweet where Jimmy says, I need your help next time you see Feastables in Walmart and soon to be new retailers. If you could clean up the presentation and make it look better, that'd make me very happy. I'm building a team to do this routinely. Just need help in the short term. And of course, the shelfie cleanup and $5,000 drawing thing that was on his website, which for context was a thing that MrBeast ran back in March of 2023, where he put on a website of his shelfie cleanup and $5,000 drawing. And it says, did you see Feastable bars on the shelf at your local Walmart's a big ol' mess? Want to enter a monthly drawing for $5,000? Well, friends, if you clean up the store shelf for the next person and send us before and after photos, you can be entered into a monthly drawing for $5,000. Follow the below steps. And then he links a link to a TikTok video with Keith Lee, where Keith Lee reviewed MrBeast chocolate. And honestly, this is just, it's so unbelievably cringe. I cannot even, I know I'm interjecting to make my own commentary, make my own comments, but holy shit, it is insanely cringe. I'll just show you guys some of it here.
I got all the Feastable chocolates. Let's try them and rank them 1 to 6.
I'm going to be completely honest. Totally not biased, because if it sells more, I make more money.
I'm going to be honest. And I hope Jimmy is sitting next to me and not getting his feelings hurt.
Let's do it. We'll start with milk chocolate. It's just a milk chocolate bar. Compare it to Hershey's, which I know you probably never eat Hershey's because they're terrible. Never met anyone that likes Hershey's. And how would you compare that to one?
It's a little too sweet.
I'll live with that.
It's not bad. It is a lot sweeter than what I would like, though. 7 out of 10.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
We're still figuring it out.
That's a good start. It's a good starting spot, though.
All right, you know what? Let's wrap up. Here, I got it. Here. All right, this is our Crunch Bar.
Okay. This is the one you believe in?
Yes.
Not crazy, Jamie.
No?
No.
You don't like Crunch Bars?
I do like Crunch Bars, but again, it's too sweet.
Let me try this. Maybe these are defective. Oh my gosh, this tastes good to me.
Wait, we're supposed to be ranking them. I rated the first one, so we going completely off of.
Oh,
well, completely off of.
We're in too deep. I rate this a 10 out of 10. I give this an 11 out of 10.
7.2 out of 10.
This is amazing.
This is better than the milk chocolate for sure.
I'm totally not biased.
And the document continues, food theory. Is MrBeast's chocolate illegal? And it links to a food theorist's video with that title. And then another food theorist video, food theory, what MrBeast isn't telling you about Feastables. And then a link of we won the MrBeast golden ticket to a vlog YouTube channel when they opened a MrBeast chocolate bar and got the golden ticket, which for context was a ticket that you got to like compete in a really big MrBeast video, win a bunch of money. It was like a ticket hidden randomly in one of his chocolates. And a Dogpack gave MrBeast criticism because it was like, oh, of course, conveniently a really popular vlog channel got your golden ticket. So that's Dogpack's criticism here. MrBeast Philanthropy. I will get into more detail on why Beast Philanthropy is not nearly as good as it seems in future parts, but here are some other good videos and articles on it. Real charity experts debate the ethics and effectiveness of spectacle charity work. It's not as simple as charity equals good. And then there is a bunch of different links here. I'm going to go over each one. The first one is MrBeast Capitalism and Philanthropy. And it's an 1.5 hour long video posted by Then and Now with the title The Problem with MrBeast. And there's different sections in here such as American mythology, the birth of philanthrocapitalism, big meat conglomerates, Clinton Foundation, so it just goes over a bunch of different stuff. The second link is to another YouTube video by Film Cooper. This one is how MrBeast uses charity to manipulate his fans, essentially going off the same argument that we see a lot of people say, which is it's all about attention at the end of the day. It's not really about charity or doing good. It's just about, attention, making money, building up your brand more than it is about helping people. That's obviously a very quick summary. Of course, for all these videos, I recommend you go watch it yourself. Then we have a video by Jimmy the Giant called The Dark Side of Charity YouTubers. Another 20-minute video going over similar things. Then we have a video by, I think it's Honestly is how you would say his name. And it's MrBeast and Mark Rober Sold Out. And it's essentially criticizing MrBeast and Mark Rober because they did Team Seas, which was a whole project about cleaning up plastic waste in the ocean, like how he shows right here. But then they promoted a drinking bottle, which you can see here. And the drinking bottle has a major flaw and problem with it. And that there is a cap that goes with it, and this is supposed to, you put it in the bottle and it's supposed to give you flavor, and without the cap there's just this giant gaping hole in it. But these caps can only be used for 10 days, so essentially if you get this water bottle and you want this flavor, every 10 days you have to throw this out. So the criticism is that that contributes to major plastic waste. Then we have a video by Cool and Disabled, and it's titled MrBeast is Not Just a YouTuber, and it goes over things like the now terminated Forbes deal, MrBeast loving crypto and NFTs, which there is a later section on that if you keep watching. Exploitive content, philanthropy, military ties and his family tree, his true colors, advertising to children. So it's another very critical video on MrBeast. Then there is a 3-minute video by Scumbag Dad called Let's Talk About Performative Charity. And this dude is a very big advocate against performative charity and such, so he's throwing his content in here along with the rest. Then there is a video linked of the dark secret behind those Omaze giveaways, how money works. And it's essentially a video criticizing Omaze as a company because it's a for-profit company. The goal isn't charity, etc. And when they advertise and such, they promote their company over the nonprofit charities that they work with. At the end of the day, of course, to make money themselves, rather than promote the nonprofits that they work with behind the scenes. Again, obviously a summary, but go watch the video yourself. Then Dogpack links an article with a title, MrBeast took money from a Koch-linked organization for a YouTube video, and alleges that in the video titled We Schooled Hundreds of Teachers, which was posted on Beast Philanthropy on April 30th, 2024, that the organization Stand Together was one of the main financial sponsors, that this was founded by Koch in 2003 as the Seminar Network, which is an array of political and advocacy groups supported by wealthy conservatives. Then we have an article on Mashable with the title, FaZe Clan, Jeffree Star, and MrBeast received coronavirus relief loans, saying here that MrBeast, YouTube LLC, and Jeffree Star Cosmetics Stars Makeup Company were approved for loans of $350,000 to $1 million. The loans were specifically created to help small businesses severely affected by the coronavirus pandemic to help retain their employees, clarifying that later on, allegedly, it is exactly $377,000 that they received from a PPP loan. Then we have an article from hotgirlshavehobbies.com where it says MrBeast's Boys Club, Jimmy Donaldson's record of controversy, exploitation, and shady business. And it links to the YouTube video that we looked at earlier, the MrBeast is not just a YouTuber, and goes over a bunch of other different statistics and other just various criticisms. Of course, again, this will all be in the description. It's a very long read, but if you're curious, goes over pretty much a lot of the things that this document itself goes over. Then he links a search results for experts on a MrBeast spectacle charity and says many great articles out there, do your own research. And he basically is suggesting just type this in and you can just see articles out here like by the CBC, MrBeast charitable efforts may have helped thousands, but is his approach to philanthropy problematic? And then, the Australian Broadcasting Corporation pretty much saying the same thing, Reddit threads saying the same thing. So he's just saying do your own research, type that in and read the articles yourself. And lastly, he sends a thread on our advice, which he talked about in his video. Basically, it's a post from allegedly a MrBeast winner for a contest that was supposed to receive dog food, but he never ended up receiving dog food for months. And the dog pack sent this thread to someone on the MrBeast PR team, and then it was since deleted. So we don't know if that is good to go or not. So essentially, it's just a bunch of articles or light videos on MrBeast Philanthropy and why it's bad, according to Dogpack, of course. Trashing film sets. Top YouTuber celebrates 100 millionth subscriber. Trashes remote Bahamas Island, which is a loose cannon article about it. Of course, alleging, as the title suggests, that MrBeast trashed an island. And then he links a Reddit post made on our MrBeast with the title MrBeast leaving behind trash and debris at film site in Aden, North Carolina. And the post says, I live around MrBeast area and have been hearing lots of talk about him leaving trash and debris behind at his previous filming location. I know someone very closely who works at the camp where he filmed a few of his last videos that feature destruction and some explosions. Apparently, he left a large boat in the pond, as well as debris around the film site and the bottom of the pond weeks and weeks after the agreed timeframe. This actually rendered it unsafe for campers and mostly delayed the camp's opening date multiple times due to not being able to get in contact with MrBeast to get the stuff cleaned up and out of the area. Eventually, the boat and most of the debris was removed after constantly asking him when/if he would come out to clean it up. There are still lots of items that can be found at the bottom of the pond if you dive. This has kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, as the camp is a Christian organization and asks for no money or publicity, and also aren't the type to say anything negative about the experience publicly. I know personally that this caused lots of stress on staff leaders and the owners of the camp, and was mostly a negative experience for them. I guess I'm curious if anyone has ever heard about this/knows about this, or knows if he has a history of doing this kind of thing. Just seems very unprofessional from someone at his level and with his image. Of course, this being the Reddit post that Dogpack did read in his video, and he also shows the reply from the camp, which Dogpack also read. But just as a reminder, he does say in this document, I was on this film set on March 26, 2024, so I was able to confirm that the details in this Reddit post regarding the location and video were accurate. I decided to reach out to the camp's exclusive director for comments. And basically this is just him asking if this is true, if it was really trashed, and the person doesn't really necessarily say that it didn't happen, as in didn't explicitly say that the thing wasn't trashed. And Dogpack says in his document saying, the camp director makes comment to the subcontractor's professionalism and safety protocols, but notably does not deny that MrBeast left trash at the film site, even going on to say that he is, quote, offering grace, end quote, forgiveness to the production crew responsible. I have heard numerous stories like this. I might go in depth farther. So of course it's not confirmation of anything, but they did omit answering that question, so who knows. Now again, just to reiterate what I said at the beginning of this video, I myself am not accusing MrBeast of these things. I'm just reading this document that was put together by Dogpack404, and it was publicly posted by him. It's now deleted, but again, for legal reasons, I am not the one accusing him of these things. But now we get to a part of the document which is titled Crypto Scams. He then attaches 3 images here. The first one is this image where it shows refinable, and it just shows it going down from what seems to be 4 down to 0.0021 over the course of about 2 years, basically. And then he attaches a second image, which is a tweet from XCAD Network, where it says, we're proud to announce KSI and MrBeast have invested into XCAD. They are biggest YouTubers in the UK and US respectively. 84 million subscribers combined. More YouTubers backing XCAD announced soon. Adoption is coming. Are you ready? Powered by Zakilla, Zill, and launched by the Deo Maker. And then finally, a last image here, which says invested by MrBeast. MrBeast is an American YouTuber, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. He has been credited with pioneering the genre of YouTube videos on amazing stunts. Then showing his total views and subscribers, and then saying X Binance, world's leading cryptocurrency exchange. Binance is a cryptocurrency exchange that provides a platform for trading various cryptocurrencies. As of April 2021, Binance was the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world in terms of trading volume. Then he links an article posted on Gfinity Esports, where essentially it just says what is wrong with this cryptocurrency. And it says that Refinable was planned to launch at 33 cents, but the hype caused it to launch at $8.35. And at the time of writing, it is at $2.01. And this was written on April 29th, 2021. Then it continues saying several people think that MrBeast and the founders of Refinable were setting up a pump and dump scheme. That means people behind the scenes try to raise the price of cryptocurrency before launch artificially, and then sell when the token becomes one of the most valuable. MrBeast is in an unusual position to support a currency that has declined so swiftly. In addition to all of that, many people could not sell their cryptocurrency, claiming they lost thousands or even their life savings. This is a lousy position for anyone to be in. There has yet to be any reaction from MrBeast on the backlash, but he has come up with a good response for everyone involved. And then we have a link to Cointelegraph.com with the caption, YouTubers MrBeast and KSI invest in XCAD network, which is just an informational article. There's nothing really spicy or anything in here. And then we have something on the Creator League from September 2023 on jacobwolf.report with the title, Why the MrBeast endorsed Creator League fell apart in less than 72 hours, which essentially just explains the Creator League thing that happened, I guess now about a year ago, where MrBeast tried to bring on a whole bunch of different influencers like iShowSpeed and Bella Porch to be a part of his Creator League thing, and then there was like the backing out by Sea-Dog when he announced the blockchain technology that was used for Creator League and said that he doesn't want any part of it. And of course, this just led to a ton of public skepticism. I'll leave a link to this article in the comment, but also if you want to watch a video about it, I'd recommend watching this video by The Veil. He pretty much talks about it and explains what everything means and what it is. It's a quick watch, but essentially it seems that Dogpack is using this in here to also accuse him of crypto scams, or at least just using crypto/NFT/blockchain technology in general to do things which a lot of people see as unethical. And then he links a post from the Dream Was Taken 2 subreddit with the title, MrBeast is getting some backlash at using crypto/NFTs for Team Seas, where MrBeast made a tweet that was describing how you can use Bitcoin to get trash out of the ocean for Team Seas, clarifying Team Seas does take crypto, and a lot of people gave him backlash like, Mr. What was the point of saving seas if you're just going to use cryptocurrencies? Trees really meant nothing to you, and that's just another part that is included in Dogpack's document. He then links a clip to the Impulsive Clips YouTube channel titled MrBeast's Influential Call with Logan Paul and Gary Vaynerchuk. I could totally be butchering that last name, but regardless, it's just a clip where MrBeast and Logan describe getting into a call with this guy Gary and a bunch of millionaires, billionaires, and talking about the whole NFT punk thing that was happening like years ago when everyone was buying those punks or whatever. And Gary convinced them all to buy some. MrBeast bought like 8 of them. That's the whole clip. Then we have this part here, which is red underscore. It's not actually a link, but it says MrBeast's crypto wallets investigation. Then it says CoffeeZilla or part 2. So I'm not sure what that means. Maybe this is going to be something that CoffeeZilla does, but that's what that is. Of course, CoffeeZilla has been dealing with Logan Paul, and Logan Paul just sued him, so who knows, maybe it's all connected. Maybe there's all these connections here. MrBeast, Logan Paul, stuff being rigged for Logan Paul in competitions, who knows, maybe they're working together, I don't know, I'm just bullshitting. But anyway, it continues. Now we get to the biblical beast. I only mentioned this theory because multiple employees at MrBeast brought it up in a way that seemed like they unironically thought Jimmy might be controlled by Satan. I'm agnostic. 1. He calls himself Beast. 2. He promotes money and consumerism. 3. He died and rose on the 3rd day. And then he links a link to the I Spent 50 Hours Buried Alive YouTube video that MrBeast has on his channel, which I guess is supposed to symbolize 3 days. Like you have 24 hours, 48 hours, and then on the 3rd day at 50 hours, you rise. Seems like a bit of a stretch, but that's what it seems to be symbolizing. 4. He performs miracles like healing the blind, and then links a YouTube video to where Jimmy does this. And 5, he's used deception to cultivate a large following. 6, he bought a church and replaced images of Jesus with his own Beast logo, and then links a section to a podcast.
I had to open up by asking, where the heck are we, and what do you film here?
Yeah, so to be specific, you're in a church. So when I first started, there's just no warehouses or studios in Greenville, North Carolina. Yeah. So there are a lot of churches, though. We're in the Bible Belt. Yeah. So I bought a church, and then we converted it by just like, basically taking all the pews out and just converted it into a studio. And so that's where we started filming. But the problem is, it's not that big. So eventually we had to move, as our videos got bigger, over to a new studio we built. And so we just converted this into the thumbnail place. And so this is one of like our 4 thumbnail rooms.
And then he attaches a couple images like this image from the Rolling Stone magazine with MrBeast laying in a bunch of money. He attaches this 4chan image where it says, MrBeast is now performing miracles for millions to see. He's unironically the Antichrist. Revelations 13, chapter 13 through 14. This second beast performed great miracles. It made fire come down out of heaven to earth in the sight of everyone, and it deceived all the living people on earth by means of the miracles which it was allowed to perform in the presence of the first beast. The beast told them to build an image in honor of the beast that had been wounded by the sword and yet lived. And then another Bible verse is attached by Dogpack, which is 3 Timothy chapter 6 through 10, which says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith, and pierced themselves through with many sorrows." And then he attaches a link to a video called "What is the Mark of the Beast?" by Impact Video Ministries, which just describes what biblically the mark of the beast is. And then he attaches a link to a nursery rhyme, which is called "Don't Watch MrBeast," and he puts Lamau in the document. And yeah, let me just play a little bit of this nursery rhyme for you guys.
Mr. Beast, what does he teach? Blasphemy and greed. A YouTube star, millions of views. But tell me, what would Jesus do? You see, he's not a Christian channel. Does he like the number of man? I'll bet somewhere he has a 666 tattoo. Stop saying you wish your dad was Chris the mean god. Your real father David is a plumber and someone to be looked up to because he makes a difference in society.
Okay, moving on. Then he attaches another link here, and it says, quote, "Satan, MrBeast, bids for Neuralink brain implant, claiming it could help him make more money. Trolls dub it most idiotic thing." And it links to a article by, I don't know if this is Meaw or Meaw or something, I'm not sure, but it's some website with that as the title of the article. And I'll play the clip for you. I don't think it's necessarily saying about what the article is trying to phrase it as, but regardless, I'm just going to play the clip, let you guys think for yourself.
I thought Elon Musk gave you a Neuralink, bro, because you're way too smart.
I would love one, by the way. You'll be able to make so much money that it doesn't matter how much the procedure will cost. Anyone will be able to afford it, essentially. Because like even if you had $0, you could just hypothetically borrow $100,000, get it, because once you have infinite, bandwidth to unlimited knowledge, you could make unlimited money.
Yeah, so to me, it seems more like he's saying anyone who gets it can make money, not like I can make money off of people who have Neuralink. But anyway, continuing on, the document says, "On performative charity," and then has another Bible verse here, which is Matthew 6, chapters 3 through 4, which says, "But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you." And he specifies here, I cut this part from the video because it's obviously extreme speculation. Then he says, YouTube Endgame closing statement. YouTube's product is attention. Their customer is advertisers. To increase profits, they are not only financially incentivized to cultivate as much attention as possible, but also increase the value of that attention, so they can charge advertisers more for it. They can do this by promoting consumerism and impulse spending, especially to younger audiences who are more easily manipulated and will be consumers for longer. This is literally how MrBeast increases his CPM, by being family friendly and putting consumer words / topics in the video, including money, credit cards, spent, etc. And then he attaches these two images and says, another lucrative way YouTube can increase profits is by simply allowing AI content to eat more and more market share from human creators over time and decreasing the revenue split of AI generated content until the platform is large majority AI generated. And then links a video by Drew Gooden called AI is Ruining the Internet, and says on his document, Spotify has already been accused of promoting their own AI generated music.
I should listen to some nice relaxing music. Oh, here we go. Jazz for reading. Perfect. I don't plan on reading, obviously, because I never learned how, but some nice piano music should settle me right down. Wait, why do all these songs sound exactly the same? Who are any of these artists? Seems like kind of a weird coincidence that they're all just first name, last name. Their profile photo is the album artwork of one of their EPs. They have no bio and no links to any social media. Most of them didn't start uploading music until this year, and yet they've ended up in these extremely popular playlists created by Spotify themselves. And what's going on with this guy's foot? There's something eerily non-human about these playlists, and some people have theorized that Spotify might be using AI to create a bunch of songs that they can package under random pseudonyms and then curate these into playlists that they push out onto all their users.
They have AI songs, they attribute them to people that don't exist, and this allows them to take royalties that would go to musicians and keep them for themselves.
I mean, just look at the number of likes on all these. They can advertise these wherever they want, all over their app. Now, I want to stress there's currently no proof that Spotify's doing this. I'm not saying for a fact that they are, but it's not hard to understand hypothetically why they would.
And he continues the document. The issue I have with this is that children are using YouTube for an integral part of their development, and MrBeast has demonstrated the incredibly profitable nature of targeting this developmental period to manipulate them into believing things like that happiness comes from spending money and obtaining products. YouTube is effectively a government for the advertisers, by the advertisers, and removing human judgment and morals from the equation while the platform's influence on youth continues to grow as a recipe for a dystopian future. Then he shows a highlight to a Google search where it says Donaldson, being Jimmy, has openly admitted that he sees personality as a limitation for growth. And then he links a reply from someone who has the username XRD, and they say, "My kids love MrBeast, but I'm uncomfortable with it and I can't put my finger on it. It feels like he makes life look like you stand a good chance of having someone walk in and give you $100,000. Maybe there is no harm in thinking that, but it feels like the same thing as buying a lottery ticket. I guess YouTube is free, but is the time spent on that channel worth it over doing other things? I admire the approach he takes with his craft, but I don't really enjoy or respect the work." And lastly, he links a compilation to Bo Burnham's opinion of social media, which is just like a 9-minute video of Bo Burnham talking about social media and the social media experience. So that's the entire doc. Again, it'll be in the description to download. Thank you for listening.